The American national holiday Independence Day on the 4th of July was also celebrated here in Hungary. That's because of the strong ties between the two countries, especially because of the Hungarian Revolution against occupying forces from the Soviet Union back in 1956. The revolution failed, and more than 200,000 Hungarians escaped to the West, with many going to the United States. But not all of them stayed.
In Tiszafüred in Szolnok County, Hungarian Americans celebrated the 4th of July. They had once escaped Hungary during the Hungarian Revolution and moved to the States before returning to their motherland after Hungary's regime change in 1990. However, they still keep contact with the US and celebrate the national holidays of both countries. This is Independence Day, but we are spending it by asking what we Hungarians gave to America for it to gain independence, said the main organizer of the event. The Kékesi Manor has been home to similar events for a long time. The owner, in fact, used to live in the US, and after Hungary's regime change, he bought back the family's former property. The main purpose of this event for Hungarians living in the Carpathian Basin to be able to meet with Hungarians from the US and for them to rekindle their old friendships, said the event's host. The national anthems of both countries were sung and opening speeches were also held, and like every year, there was also a main theme. This year it was about the Hungarian Revolution in 1956, which will have its 60th anniversary later this year. Some of the speakers were former eyewitnesses of the events who then escaped and emigrated to the US. We can't establish economic contacts without knowing the culture of a country, and it's like that in every relationship, just as it's with the United States, said the sales director of the Hungarian Trade and Cultural Center. Those are the kind of contacts the 56ers who resettled back in Hungary can provide when it comes to establishing cultural and economic bridges between the two countries. Szabolcs Kutasi also said that a Hungarian-born businessman living in the States will now help to open a new Hungarian branch office in Sarasota, Florida.